Good morning students. How are you all? Great. This is Khushbu Patel from Saraswati Group of Education welcoming you in the session of a computer. Right? Now, we have completed lesson number 2 in our computer subject. Right? We have learned about many things like a primary memory and secondary memory and some storage devices in the last session. That means in the last chapter we have covered this many topics. Now, as we are moving further, we are going to start today with a new lesson. What is our new lesson? That is chapter number 3, Managing Files and Folders in Windows 10. Now kids, we know what is Windows 10. That is a one operating system which is controlling the entire computer or laptop, which gives us many facilities. Right? So basic facility we are going to understand in this lesson. As in this chapter's title, it is saying that how to manage your files and folders in Windows 10. Now let me tell you one thing kids, that every operating system has the different facility, and that's why after every certain years, new operating system is coming up with the new facilities and new features. The way you are updating your mobile system, same way the operating system is also being updated, right? So we are going to study about Windows 10 operating system, but not about the operating system. We are going to study about files and folder. Now you know that files and folders are what? Right? Let me show you. Okay kids, now let me give you one example first. Can you see this page in my hand? It's a simple page. It has some drawing and some written thing on it. Okay, fine. I'm keeping this page as it is in my room. After certain days, I require this page back, but I don't know where I have kept it. So what will I do? I will start searching in the entire room. Right? But if I have kept this paper properly at the proper place, then I may remember that I have kept this here. So easily I will find it out. Right? So this is the single paper. Right? Now, instead of keeping this paper as it is anywhere in the room, I am keeping in a one book. This is my book in which I am keeping the paper safely, and this book I am keeping in the cupboard. So after 1 month or 2 months, if I require this paper, simply I will just take out this book, and from that book I will take that paper back. Easy to maintain, right? So this concept I have shown you just because you can understand the difference between files and folders. Here as you can see that I have drawn one small icons of a file also as well as folder also. Right? Now what is the file? This single paper. Right? The single document will be considered as a file. Okay? But so many documents are kept at one place. Right? All the type of document which is related to each other are kept at one place. So that means I am managing it properly. Right? So that all files I am keeping in this place, or I can say that I am keeping at this proper place. So this one, collection of a file is known as what? It is known as folder. Right? So this is the major difference between files and folders. Files means single document. Maybe it is a document of a paint, maybe a Word document, maybe a single song, or maybe a single movie. But so many drawings you have done, and that all drawings you are keeping at one place. So that will become what? Collection of a files? Yes. So that collection of a file is known as what? It is known as folders. Right? So here in this chapter we have to study this and the thing which we can perform with the help of a folders to the files. Right? So I hope you all are having your textbook. So in your textbook, please open page number 24. right? That is the topic, files and folders. Okay. All the data on a computer system is stored in the form of a files. Yes, we can store the data in computer. That means before storing it, we have to save it. If we are saving the files, then only it will be stored, right? Folders, on the other hand, help us organize files in a proper and orderly manner. Suppose you have made a project in all the subject, right? So in the science, you have 3 files. In essays, you have 2 files, right? Or in a Hindi and Gujarati, you have 2, 3 files. So all the subject files you are keeping in a separate folder. That means suppose you have made a folder named science. So all the science document will be there in that folder, right? Then you have made a folder named maths. So all the document related to the maths you are saving in that folder. So whenever you are retrieving it, whenever you are opening it, or whenever you are searching your project of a particular subject, you will find it very easily, right? So folders are helping us to organize our document in a proper way, right? Let us learn how to manage files and folders in the Windows operating system. As I told you prior that in chapter's title, Windows 10 is written. Windows 10 is what? It is operating system, right? So how can we manage our files and folders in this operating system? That we have to cover in this chapter. So the first topic is file. You can see here there is a one symbol. It's a small icon of a one file. What is the file name? This is the file name, science assignment. Here you can see a one sign is there, that is W. Means it is a Word document, right? So that is what files. A file is a collection of data stored in the form of text, pictures, music or video. You can type any letter. You can download any of the song from the internet or a movie, right? Then you can store it. So that is the single data, right? The way we all are playing your prayer in your live lecture or in advisory, right? So that's what, it's a single file. So that file is what? Collection of data, right? So you have to underline this. A file is a collection of data stored in the form of a text, pictures, music or videos. For example, a drawing in a paint, a document in a Word or a movie downloaded from the internet. All these gets saved as separate files on a computer system. Separate file means single paper, right? The way I have showed you in the beginning of this lecture, that is the single paper. So that single data will be stored on your hard disk of a computer as a separate file. Suppose one file is of a music, one file is of a drawing, one file is of a text, right? So that we can say it is saved on a hard disk of a computer as a separate file, right? Now see, every file has certain properties which are as follow. All the files are having certain properties. That means whether you are saving your drawing in a paint or you are saving your file in a Word, all of them are having a particular properties. See, every file is identified by a name. When you are saving your file, you give a name. The way I have given name over here, right? So it will be easy for you to identify, right? The way you all students are having your name and teacher will call you by your name. Same way, all the files will have their proper name. So we can identify it properly. A file can be saved on the hard disk, CD, DVD, pen drive or any other secondary storage devices that we have studied in the previous chapter. That we can store our data on different type of storage devices, right? A file has an icon associated with it. Here this is the Word document. This icon is of a Word, Microsoft Word. So when you are saving your file in a form of a Word document, this type of a symbol along with its name will appear, right? The icon helps us to identify the type of a file. The icon of a Word file and the music file are shown, right? If you will see in your textbook, Word file and music file, both are having different icon. Here, this is the icon of a Word file. In your textbook, you can see there is an icon of a music file. So, every program is having a different icon, right? And with that icon only, it is being saved, right? Every file name has two parts, a name and an extension. Underline this. Now, if I say Word file, right? Word file. I have made a one file and I am saving that on a computer hard disk and I am giving the name science, right? I have given name, but one more thing will be added automatically by the operating system, that is its extension. Every program is having a different extension, right? Suppose this is the document file. So the extension for the document file is DOC, right? Here I am writing again science .doc. So this is the name of a file and this is extension. Extension after the dot, right? ये dot का sign है, उसके बाद का जो है that is the extension. Okay. The extension gets added to the file name whenever we save a file. If you are saving your drawing, right? So 1.bmp or you can say 1.jpg. So these are what? These are the extension of the file. The program which you are using for making your data, according to that program, extension will be there. Okay? The type of content in the file can be identified by looking at its file extension. We can identify our file by its name. But suppose you have not made a document. Instead, you have made a one picture which is saved in the format of JPG. Right? JPG image. So, with the help of that extension, you can identify that this is a text document and this is a picture document. So, extension also help us in identifying the file. Right? For example, the document created in Word gets saved with the extension .docs, right? Word file can be saved with the two extensions. The first one is docs or the second one is doc. This is called as what? Extension, right? And the drawing created in Paint 3D gets saved with the extension .png or .jpg, right? So that way it can be saved. So dot is compulsory when you are writing it manually. Dot is compulsory. Okay? Now, this was the thing about the files. Moving further to the next topic, which is the second main topic of our chapter, folder. Right? Folder is what? Folder is actually collection of files. Right? Files means collection of data, while folder is collection of files. Right? Okay. Now see in your textbook. At home, we might have seen our parents arranging papers. Right? The way I have shown you in the beginning, that I am arranging this paper, I am keeping this paper in the book. So book is what? It's a collection of papers. Right? So for me it will be easy to identify and to search that paper. At home also, your parents are arranging all the files. They are arranging all the papers. Right? Papers maybe of bills or maybe of some other documents in a different folders. Suppose there is a one file which is having only gas bill. There is a one file which is having only electricity bill. There is one file which is having only mobile bills or a TV recharge. So all things are separated, and on the top of that file name is written that this is gas file, this is electricity bill file. So for us it will be easy to retrieve the information. हम लोग आसानी से उसमें से information ले सकते हैं. Okay. Similarly, in computer, folders are used to locate and open files easily. Right? Suppose this is a folder named project work. So whatever the things or whatever the documents or pictures which is related to my project, I will save at one place. So that entire place will be considered as what? Folders. Right? A folder is a container that stores related files and folders. Right? It is not like that you can make only one folder, but folder inside the folder you can also make. एक folder के अंदर दूसरा folder भी आप बना सकते हो. So it is a collection of files or maybe a subfolders. A folder within a folder is called subfolder. Suppose you have made a one folder called project work, right, or project. Then उसके अंदर you have made one more folder called science project, right? One another folder called maths project, right? So this one is the main folder, and these two are subfolders. It is known as what? Subfolders, right? So underline these two lines. Now we are going to see its properties. The way we have seen in the files, every folder has certain properties which are as follow. Right? Just like a file, a folder also has a name. Same way, here I have given science assignment. This folder name I have given project work. So the way we are giving a name to the file, same way we can also give a name to the folder. Right? Folders are usually represented with yellow icon as shown in the picture. You can see it in your textbook. Mainly, folders will be represented by a one simple common color, that is yellow color. Right? The concept of files and folders in computer is very similar to filling cabinets. Cabinet means cupboards. The way you are arranging the clothes, your toys, your books, and many more things in a cupboard. That this section is for clothes, this section is for books, this section is for shoes. So you are arranging, right? Same way we are arranging all our data and files in folders. Okay? A storage device such as the hard disk of a computer is like a filing cabinet. Where we are storing our data in a computer? Yes, hard It's a cabinet only. It's a section in which we are storing our data. Right? We can store many files and folders in it. We can store many of the files and folders in hard disk. Right? They are providing a much space in which we can save it. Right? So this was the basic information about the files and folders. If you have a computer or a laptop at your home, please try out this. How you are saving your file and how you are saving it in a folder. Now, with this, I am ending my session today. But whatever the topic we have covered today, you will read it again from your textbook. And for any query, you will go through the video again. We are going to meet in the next session. Till that time,